Get your shot glasses up, we ain't sipping no tea. This is Hennessy and Storytime Ashley. She's a major off in college, went to Alabama, but she grew up in Georgia, this ain't Atlanta. This is real life stories, everyday event. Everybody got their opinion, and 2 cents. Getting ready with me, she be slaying them wigs. I ain't talking about my weight, but she do it big. You can like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell and tell your friends.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Holiday Season. I'm back with another story time. Make sure y'all have liked, subscribed, and commented what y'all waiting on. This is like the 24th video. Well, this will be like the 25th video. Y'all should have be subscribed by now. Y'all already know what's poppin'. Like, yeah, so I just had to give y'all a story time tonight because this was really on my mind. So yeah, so this is gonna be a story time. Wait, did you tell yourself that you were beautiful? You better had, okay? But today, I just kind of want to wind down. I've been dressing up too much. I'm tired. Can I please take a break? Is this fine? I just want to put on my little cardigan, you know, my little shorts. Just... All right. Are y'all being active? I had started being active, and, like, I feel so much better. Can't y'all tell my shoulders ain't so bucky? Like, and y'all know I used to have some big, thick arms. It's not that big and thick no more. Why did I shake my arm? I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. So basically the new character is, I'm introducing a new character today, and I'm gonna name the person Goldie, right? And basically we're gonna keep DC because DC is in this story. So it started off with, you know, I'm gonna just get into it. So one day I'm just riding around, right? And so Goldie was like, hey, can you come pick me up from work? So Goldie used to work at like this retail store. So like the retail store, so a lot of stuff, it sold a bunch of stuff, right? Like a bunch of stuff. So she had called me on the phone. She was like, hey, these pair of shoes that you always wanted, right? It was like these pair of Uggs or whatever. So I love these pair of Uggs, right? So I was like, okay, how much the Uggs is? She told me how much they was, and basically I was like, okay, I'm gonna come and get them, because I really wanted them Uggs. So I was like, I'm gonna come and get them. So she was like, you need to hurry up and come and get them, because like people kind of like looking at them, hurry up and come and get them. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm just like, on the way over there, I'm like, why can't she just get them? And I like sent her the money or whatever. She was like, yeah, you could just go get it or whatever. So I get over there, and basically it was like some problems with the shoes. So I was like, well, what's going on with the shoes? So I was like, I just need this size. Like, what's up? Like, I thought you said the shoes were here. She was like, yeah, the shoes was here, but it was just some excuses. I was like, I think you just wanted me to come to the store. So basically I was gonna try to like pay for the shoes and just leave or whatever. So the lady at the front of the store was just giving me like a hard time. So it was like she wanted me to get another pair of Uggs, but why do I have to get another pair of Uggs and pay the higher price if y'all said online this is the price for this certain thing? So that was just a whole little thing. So whole time my friend worked there, but like whole time like nobody ain't have to know like you told me to come here to get these shoes. So Goldie just like going back and forth about it. She's just like, oh, you know, you can get this. She was like, you can get it off my discount, but you know, like just be cool. I'm gonna try to handle it for you. So I'm like, okay, handle it. So because like you told me to come over here, I done came over here wasting my gas. Like, where I'm trying to get Uggs. I want the Uggs. So she just like giving me all this like run around, and she was just, I basically took it up there basically to pay for it. After I paid for it, well, I didn't even get to pay for it. So the lady was like, we can't do that. Like, if you can't add this certain thing to your cart, like, we can't give you, like, okay, so she was saying, I can't honor you the price online because technically we don't know if we had that in stock. So I was like, I'm looking at the shoes right here. She was like, hey, but does it match the SKU number or whatever, you know, the SKU thingy? I was like, this the same pair of shoes. It looks like the same pair of Uggs to me. So she was just giving me a hard time. And so she was like, I just was under the impression like she was just getting tired of me. She was like, I cannot give it to you because you can't add that to the cart on the phone. So I'm just like, at this point I was just wondering why in the world did Goldie tell me to come, because I was really doing what I was wanting to do, and you called me over here to get these shoes, and now I can't get them. So basically, I was just like, me and the lady ended up getting into it because it's like she was trying to show out in front of people. She was just like, I'm not going to honor you, those shoes, this and this and that, right? So I was like, girl, forget you. And I said something about her wig. I don't know why I said something about that lady wig. I cannot be talking about nobody's wigs, but I was just a hothead back then. So I walked up there to the front and I was waiting on like, and like I was just talking junk all the way to the front. And so somebody was like, what's going on? I was like, she not trying to give me these ups for this price. While I was sitting up there talking, I should have been going to the front, because one thing about it, Goldie used to get these cold feet when it was time to like step, but I never had the cold feet when it came to her. Like, I don't know why she used to do this in front of people. I think she used to think like I was just too mean and I used to overreact, but I'm sorry, like, I'm not dealing with no foolishness. Like, that was foolery. Like, because I did it. The whole thing I keep saying is I didn't have to come up here. I didn't have to have the shoes. Like, I could have just waited for the shoes. Like, I didn't really need them right then. But you said it was going to be this certain price. And yeah, so the lady like, so what's going on? I was like, so these shoes is supposed to be this price. And the lady not trying to give it to me. She was like, yeah, them some good shoes. I would try to go get the price. And so they just keep talking. They just keep talking. So the argument that we had just had got so freaking heated that it was like, I was like, I'm gonna go to the front and they're gonna do it anyway. So I shouldn't have said that. I should have just went up there to the front and just got them to change, because they would have did it. Because she was trying to say, Gordy was trying to tell me, like, you know, just be cool. Every time after I react, she would always try to say, oh, you overreacting. But whole time I'm here for you, and like, you ain't stepping behind me. So I gotta, these people ain't finna be bullying me like they bully you. So it's just like, I'm finna step for myself, because you're not stepping for me, and you the one told me come up here, and you the one said I could get these shoes. So yeah, people were just acting like I was overreacting. Give me the shoes. I feel like you want them for yourself. Like, great, dang. So basically, by the time I get up to the top, by the time I get to the front of the store or whatever, it's just a whole bunch of. So I go up there, and the lady, like, she was an older lady or whatever, and Goldie went up there and was like, hey, Miss such, could you change this price for her or whatever? So the lady was like, no, I can't change the price. Such just said that I can't do it. So I was like, you listening to her? I said, you a grown behind woman. Why is you listening to her about you saying you can't change the shoes? You gonna listen to her? She was like, she did little like, I don't know. People just, I feel like once I get around people gonna either love me, really love me, or really hate me. Because like, it's no in between with me. Like, if it's no warm, it's either hot or I'm cold. It's either I like you or I don't. It's no in between. It's, I don't like you, I do like you. It's just, I can't do the back and forth with the people. So she really was getting on my nerves. So I was just like, you, like, who you're older than her, you're gonna tell her what to do. But the whole time I was just overreacting, because that was the lady manager. She did not have to listen to me. That was her manager. She could listen. The whole time the lady up the front, she say, I'm not gonna give you these shoes. So I'm like, man, I'm hot now. Like, I'm so hot. Like, so I was just standing right there by the shoes, because I was determined I wanted these shoes, because you done brought me out here and looking a fool in front of all these people, because you were supposed to get me the shoes. I ain't put no lip gloss on my lips. I'm sorry. They still look okay though. But so basically, I was like, I'm finna call the 1-800 number. I'm finna call the 1-800 number, because what is going on? You said that this and this and this, and I'm still looking at these online. It don't matter if I add it to the cart. But I kind of get it. I get it. But back then I wasn't getting it, because yeah. So, and then another thing too, I was just not understanding why couldn't Goldie put this stuff, like you used to get stuff out of that all the time. Like, why couldn't you just put it somewhere for me and buy it, and then I see the money? Like, I was not, it was no tea about the money. Like, I would have sent you that. She was like, come up here, come up here, come up here. When you get something, you put it to the side, wait for you to go. Like, do the same for me. And then you didn't even have to tell me about the shoes. And so I was just like, man, this is aggravating. So I'm sitting up there trying to call the 1-800 people. I'm on the phone with the 1-800 people. I'm sorry, I might let start itching. I'm on the phone with the 1-800 people. This lady is saying, so like, what is going on again? I don't explain the situation 5 and 6 times, and you sitting up here, you're getting on my nerve. why am I still explaining this situation? So whole time she was just like, why the world? Okay, fast forward, I end up not even getting the shoes, walking out the door. I felt so stupid walking out the door and not even having the shoes, because I done did all that and don't have no shoes that I didn't even have to have in the first place. So basically I had to take Goldie home. I feel like that's why she told me that, because like, bitch, you need to ride home the whole time. So basically she was just like, we got in the car and she got on the phone with one of her coworkers, and she used to always do these. Like, one time I got on the phone with a whole coworker that I was talking to. You supposed to be in there about shoes, not worrying about the man that I had one at the time. Like it just made me so mad. So so yeah, so she in there talking. She was like, tell me why I'm in here with Holiday, and Holiday, she just got to run in her mouth to such and such and such and such, make sure she didn't get the shoes because she done ran her mouth so much, and like, you know, you can't talk to such and such like that. And he was like, and the girl on the phone was just like, yeah, you can't talk to her like that, you know, like, she don't play that. And so I was just like, I don't give a damn, because I don't work here. Like, I don't give a damn who said what. Like, you sitting up here acting like I really care about y'all giving a F about stepping on these lady toes, and I don't care. I'll sit on her. Like, I don't care. Like, hold it. Like, I just keep expressing this like I didn't have to be there if you didn't tell me about it, right? So and any other time she would just tell me, hey, you want these, I could pick these up till you just cash out me the money. Boom, transaction went smooth, just like that. What was so different about this time? You could do the same thing this time. So yeah, that just got on my nerves. And so I was like, first of all, she was like, and the lady was gonna let you, she was gonna change the price and this and this and this. But she thought that lady was gonna change the price. The lady was never gonna change the price, because if you think about it, she said that the thing couldn't go in on the she just didn't want to change the price of the shoes, period, because she said I couldn't edit in the cart on my phone. So that meant that they didn't really have that in the inventory, and that meant that that wasn't that actual shoe. I'm looking at the shoe. It looks the same. Tomato. Like, it was just getting on my nerves. So yeah, so we just getting in. We used to get into about so much dumb stuff. Like, it was so dumb. It could be the simplest debate. And I'm like, you kind of acting like we go together or something. Like, why is we always like, it was used to be, I felt like it was something so simple. It could be in like 1 + 1 = 2. She'll be like, no, it's 2.5. 1 + 1 is 2, bitch. So basically, we just going on and on. I'm just really trying to figure out why you having this conversation with your friends. I don't like your friends. Those are your friends, not my friends. So she just having this conversation. I'm trying to bring it to her attention. I'm just like, she was not going to let me get the shoes. She was like, yeah, but I was going to tell Miss what's the name to change it up front. And da, da, da. Well, why did you tell me to walk to the back? That really, yeah. So Goldie really had got on my nerves. So anyway, I was like, just forget the shoes. Forget it. So I was like, I'm finna hit DC up. You want to hang out with me and DC tonight? She was like, yeah, that's cool, right? So I'm like, okay. So basically, DC had this friend. We could name him, we just gonna name him his friend. So DC friend. We gonna just say DC friend. So basically, we get dressed or whatever, and like, I stopped by her house or whatever, and she got dressed. And she used to take so long getting dressed. They used to get on my nerves. People who don't have no ride take the longest getting dressed. Like, I'm sorry, no shade, because at one point in time I ain't have a car either. So, you know, I get it. But y'all be thinking people be on y'all time. Y'all ain't got no car. How are we on your time, baby? Hurry up, speed it up, let's go. Chop chop, underlay. Make it underlay. Money. Anyway, so yeah, basically, so she finally get ready. We in the car. So we go to my apartment or whatever to get dressed. So when we get to my apartment, I find something cute to put on, blah, 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 blah. And basically, like, I have people come over to my house. I'm sorry to say. I don't like when people come over to my house and they be just asking to use my stuff and stuff, like, get matted up. Because the only stuff I like to see matted is my stuff. Like, I don't like people to use my stuff. Like, stop using my stuff. Like, it's just so annoying. And one thing about it too, I used to really feel some type of way because I used to couldn't come to your house, but you always came to mine. And I just felt like, why? I get it. I guess I get it. Because, yeah, whatever. But I don't. I just always been the person that was always give. And I just felt like that was just not fair. So, basically, we head over there. And it was like, way DC it was like probably like a good 25 minutes away. It was a little stretch. And I was always the one driving. So, I used to always want to be like, come on, hurry up. Let's get there. You know, we got to get there. So, basically, we get there and DC, I walk in and DC like, okay, you look good, like blah blah blah, right? So I was like, yeah. So I felt like after this day, he stopped playing with me, like, cause I felt like his friend had started like, you know, like, okay, you know, like how somebody don't give a person a rundown of what's going on. I felt like he didn't give him a rundown of like who was supposed to be with who. So I think DC's friend was thinking I was supposed to be for him, and then DC is supposed to be for Goldie. So I was just like, why he like, you know, like he started like talking to me heavy, and he was like, hey bro, DC was like, hey bro, yeah, she here for you, like Goldie here for you. So he was like, okay. I was like, oh, okay. And I felt like you knew that. You knew that. Why would I be there for you? You knew I was there. The DC friend had fixed us some food. The food, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best either. But it was okay. The food really was good. And I felt like it did give like chef or whatever. So I think he had cooked like some asparagus, some chicken, and like some mashed potatoes or something. But it was like, it was good or whatever, you know. And so he was just like, the whole time, DC friend like, yeah. Oh. He started like giving like a gourmet, like how he laid out his food and stuff. Like his apartment smelled good. He like, for a guy, his stuff looked very nice or whatever. But and how he talked, he had like his head on his shoulders is like real good. So I was like, okay, he seemed pretty normal. But it's gonna be some stuff about DC friend. One day DC friend scared me, and I think he had scared DC too. So yeah, I gotta get that story side. That was funny. That was funny. So yeah, so we was all eating or whatever. So all of a sudden, we was drinking like wine too. All of a freaking sudden, why the world do DC friends say y'all want to hear my rap? I'm like, oh my god, please don't start the rap. So basically, he started rapping like. So let me tell y'all how the rap probably went. The rap probably went like, hey, it's Skip, and I come through and I don't play, and this, like, he had like this theme that was kind of like, I swear he used to sound like this certain rapper, and I don't know, like, I can't remember for sure who it was, but it was like this raspy voice, but it was like a voice in a flow that you're too old for. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all ever seen like, remember a Julia, you know I never make a fool. That's how he was. And I was just like, he was like, yeah, so you think that flow? And he's weird too, y'all. Yeah, he's so weird because I gotta tell y'all about all these stories about people. I'm supposed to get in the studio with people, and people never put me in the studio. Why y'all ain't put me in the studio? Baby, I think y'all hating. People used to really come to my house, sit there, act like we was finna get in the studio. Never got in the studio. That's the thing that used to keep. What, you want me to give you ideas? People was really making me, really trying to steal my stuff. Like, I'm gonna say this and you say this. Oh, I should say that and you say, no. You say what you write and I'm gonna say what I write. Then people just act like, oh, I don't even know a studio. Do you know a studio? Whole time we just got whole videos. Like, why did you? I didn't even ask you to get in the studio or collab. Why did you ask me to get in the studio? I didn't even have to go. Like, it was just all these unsolicited attention. I feel like people just wanted attention. I feel like I give a good aura, and people just take advantage of it. Like, you ain't gotta lie to me and say we going to the studio. That's something like, y'all lying to me like a nigga. Like, y'all my nigga. Stop. Y'all lying worse than a nigga. Like, used to come over here day after day after day after day. Like, we really getting somewhere. Wasn't getting nowhere. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm off topic. So, yeah. So he had like that little flow or whatever. He flowing. Y'all, he started like turning on music what he was on, y'all. The beats was sounding like incomplete. It's too loud in some spots. Like it's not mixed. It's not a good masterpiece or whatever we want to call it. It's just like very staticky. Some stuff sounded good and some stuff didn't. And then like here go DC behind him. Yeah, bro, that one hit. We're gonna have to do that one. And then like DC used to have like these little, do I wanna say that? Cause that's too much. He used to have this little thing that he rep. And so he was like, I gotta put that on the brand. Let's just say the brand was Rule 21. He like, yeah, we gotta put that on the Rule 21. We gotta put that on the Rule 21. And I said, cause the Rule 21 bag right there. I'm like, and even one time they wanted me to rap with him. And Why the World, one time he was like, he heard me rap. And so DC was really feeling it or whatever, because DC knew somebody that had a studio where he was from. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm really getting all hype for nothing. So basically, nobody wanted me to rap. Y'all, I really could flow. Y'all want to hear it? I'm just saying. Okay, let's stop. So basically, yeah, like, y'all, stuff be funny when you kind of think about it. Like, looking like a fool. People telling me. So yeah, one time we was in the car and I was just like, he was like, yeah, write your little rhyme out. He was like, yeah, that sound good. Then all of a sudden, one day DC was like, he said he don't really want to do it with you no more because this and this and that. And it was just sounding to me that mine sounded better than yours. He was like, I think hers will take a little bit away from what I gotta say. You ain't saying shit. It's the second stanza and you still, yeah. I done ate you up already. What are you saying? Like, come on, man. People used to be, man, they ain't want to see me win. Let me stop. Anyway, so, yeah, so we just all in the house, right? So all of a sudden, things kind of died down because everybody kind of got wine, right? So basically, we like, let's play hide and seek. Y'all, why we start playing hide and seek, right? So all of a sudden, like, we hide in the restroom. Me and Goldie hide in the restroom. So we like, I wonder where they at. But really, I think they tried to DC friend. I felt like he had some type of something behind or whatever. But DC and Goldie was vibing. So by DC and Goldie vibing or whatever, we was like, we just gonna sit on the couch after we stopped playing hide and seek, right? So we was just gonna sit on the couch. And so DC friend was asking Goldie, hey, do you want to come in this room with me? So she was like, yeah, I'll come. So she was in there and she was cool, went on free will, right? And everything was good. Ate food, played, talked, put lipstick on, said, okay, I'll go back in the room. Free will. Nobody made her do anything, right? Nobody made her do anything. So we stayed in there on the couch. I'm just talking to DC. We chopping it up, blah, 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 right? All of a sudden, you know, me and DC go to the bathroom. So basically, anyway, so yeah, so the night was good or whatever. And so by the time, like, we were just sitting on the couch or whatever. Why are we sitting on the couch? We just sit on the couch. We like, when they gonna come out? After a while, because at this moment it had been like 30 minutes. So I'm just wondering, like, when they gonna come out? Like, anytime now, like, come on. So, because I was ready to go a little bit too, because I'm ready to go. And one thing about the DC, if I'm finna go, he'd be like, I'm ready to go too. He would be like, I'm ready to go too. So I was just like, okay, yeah, me too. So they finally come out or whatever, and we head to the car. So he started walking her to the car. the friend start walking, DC friend walk her to the car. So when she walk her to the car, when he walk her to the car, like, we get in the car and like DC like, are you coming back to the my apartment tonight, or are you going home? I'm like, I'm going home. Like, I'm not I just used to didn't really care for staying to his apartment like that, because he used to snore really bad, and I can't sleep when people keep snoring. It's already bad enough that you got another human attracting more heat. So I couldn't do like staying at his apartment. I was like, I was just gonna go home, right, and take her home, and I'm gonna go home. So as we pull off, we headed out the apartment complex or whatever. She like, he just really lame. I don't really like him, and this and that. Like, he lame. What dude just she was saying that he had checked off. She was like, what dude do that with a girl? Like, what dude just do that? Like, you just doing that? Like, you just acting like you just this and you just that. And the whole time I was just like, you could have came out the room if you wanted. Like, that boy wasn't really holding you. I mean, like, she seemed cool, gave the dude a hug and all when she left the house. Like, the apartment. I just don't understand, like, what was the problem she was talking about. So to me, she made it seem like he was being weird to her. So I'm like, was he like weird with you? Like, did you feel uncomfortable? She was like, a little. Like, she was like, but you ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't really gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta say nothing about it. I was like, go D. You my friend. If somebody made you feel comfortable, I'm finna get DC to check him. Because no, and I'm gonna check on myself too, because you ain't nobody's finna be playing my friend, and nobody's gonna be saying, oh, such and such did this. So I was like, did he make you feel any type of way? She was like, she just used to dance around the answers to stuff, and that used to just aggravate me too, because it's just like, answer the question. Did you feel comfortable or did you not? Like, did he or did he not? Like, so basically, she's just like, no, it's just not really that deep. It's just not really that deep. I don't really want you to say nothing. So I'm like, okay, cool, because, and you really get on my nerves, really, because I'm really still pissed off about those shoes, but okay, whatever. So that next day, that morning, I came over there, and DC had cooked breakfast, because I had took her home that night before, and I came back, and DC had cooked breakfast. So I was like, DC, what happened? Like, did he talk to you about something? And so he was like on the phone, so he really wasn't paying me no attention. So when he got off the phone, I was like, so what happened that night, last night? So basically, before I even asked what happened, after I asked what happened, DC kind of put like the phone on speaker, because he was talking to him, because they used to talk all the time because they worked together. So he was talking, he was like, yeah, man, she remind me of something that I had like back in the pen, man. Like, she remind me of something that I had back in the pen. And so I was like, what do you mean by that? And so he was like, yeah, shawty, like, it's like she wanted me to she was like, it's like she wanted me to check off. Like, she gave me the lotion and everything to do it. Like she wanted to watch. And I was just like, gave you lotion? I was like, no, she didn't. I was like, don't play with my motherfucking friend like that. And I was getting mad. Like, I was supposed to be being quiet. He like, shh. I was like, ain't no shh. Because don't be lying on my motherfucking friend. Dude, my friend ain't give you nothing. Like, I used to stand 10 toes down behind my friend. The whole time, friend was lying. Because she did do that. And I remember, I was like, she did have lotion in her purse. And she took her purse with her. I mean, everybody would take your purse with you. He was like, yeah, she reminded me of something in the pen. It's like she like to play games or something, like mind games. So I was just like, At this point, I don't know what to believe. Did he or did he not? Like, I was still stuck on that. Like, I didn't know what to believe. And I'm like, she said that, like, she was kind of uncomfortable. But I told DC that when he got off the phone, because I'm just like, I just don't know what to believe. And so, like, to me, she made it seem like she was feeling uncomfortable. So I'm like, okay, if you uncomfortable, you know, we just won't ever go back and see them again. But it was just like, we ended up seeing them again and everything was okay. But you tried to make it seem like something. And then the thing is, she never told me that she gave him lotion. Like, how you uncomfortable, but you gave somebody the lotion to do it? And I brought that to her attention. I was like, he said you gave him lotion. Because I wanted to see what she was going to say. Because it would be a lot of situations where she wouldn't really tell the whole truth. Like, it was like a lie of omission. Like, she really wouldn't tell all of what happened. She would tell like a piece of what happened, and that's not what happened. I'm gonna need you to tell the truth. So, because it's people who really innocent people who get in trouble for stuff like that, and but we ain't really gotta get into all of that. But she was just like, okay, I did give it to him, but what does that have to do with anything? What does it have to do with anything? Girl, stop playing. Stop playing, because you playing. You played. You really played Goldie. But yeah, that's it for this story time. I love y'all. And y'all, we got 69 whole followers, I think. Let's get us to 500 followers. I need 500 followers by next week. I'm going to drop 5 videos on y'all. And I'm going to need 500 likes on each one of them and 500 followers. Please push me out in that, brother. YouTube, I'm ready. Put me in, coach. Anyway, I love y'all. Bye.
Your friends are tuned in, she got some gossip to tell. Yeah.